Hello, I am Default Setting and welcome to Legend of Keepers. I booted this up a minute ago, but I thought about it and I figured it might be entertaining to... Yeah, here we go. We'll make a new save, because I haven't done this. I assume I'm typing my name in here. Yeah, so far it's been a pretty fun game.
In search of something new? Are you an enchantress with an ever-insufficient magic budget? Are you a misunderstood genius? Sign up with the Dungeons Company. Assemble your ideal team, train your monsters to defend our treasures from ever stupider heroes. Feel free to give us a call by Crystal Ball at and become a part of the Legend of Keepers.
I should explain myself. When I said so far it's been a fun game, this is as far as I've gotten.
Congratulations
I
and
just thought it was
welcome to
funny.
the Dungeons Company. As you saw on the job posting, your main task is to protect the treasures we keep in our dungeons. We don't have much time to spend training you, so please keep up.
Sounds like a normal job.
Heroes keep coming to try and take our treasures. The marketing team has worked hard to promise gold and glory to these idiotic adventurers. We have a little time before they get here, so let's place our traps and our employees to prepare a defense.
I love the, like, corporate speak already. I only just barely booted this thing up. Uh, I'm supposed to place a bone catapult. And is there anything else I can do? I guess confirm?
We always leave an empty room in every dungeon. You can use it to ambush the adventurers with one of your favorite spells. Some rooms are dedicated to combat. This is my favorite bit. Make sure you analyze each group of adventurers. Your employees are counting on you to prepare an effective strategy. Pay attention to combatants' attacks and resistances. They are key elements for victory.
Okay, so let's see. They've got a barbarian, a thug, and a scout. Looks like the thug is essentially like a rogue, and the scout is essentially an archer. Dodges the activation of the first trap encountered. Applies poison to monster with the highest life at the start of each fight. Applies enrage to all heroes at the start of each fight. And he'll deal 30 physical damage, which breaks armor. He's got fire resistance, but he's not so great against ice. Can I deal ice damage with Ghost? And then fire, and then I guess just physical. No, hang on. Ghost, fire, physical. Try that. It looks like Slave Master is the default. Okay, so that's like a room that gives me a chance to
The job
buff things
also
up.
involves bullying these insignificant humans. No reason work can't be fun. You can of course kill them, or terrify them so much they'll flee like peasants, as you see fit. Don't forget that in battles, the fastest combatants act first.
This reminds me of an old Lord of the Rings game I played where there was a mode where you could get stuff for your main story mode. I should have put the ghost in the back, it looks like. And then try that, I guess. Sundered armor. Dead. Yeah, he needed to be in the front.
Here comes my dinner! Do you want some more?
And they're stacking up those poisons. So it looks like the dungeon keeper you choose is the strongest option. And really like the last chance. Well, there goes one.
I can hear your legs trembling!
You did it! I knew from the start that you had potential. Know that here in Dungeons Company, we reward talent and value ambition. Shoot for the moon. And so, your training ends. I'll see you again next year for your annual evaluation. If you do a good job in protecting
Oh,
our
it still
treasure,
pops up.
you'll get the promotion you deserve.
Torture?
So that was the tutorial. Alright, and let's see. Enchantress, Goddess, Shaman, Lord.
Torture?
It is inevitable.
And no, that's Enchantress. Who the fuck was this? Engineer. Okay.
Torture? It's a passion.
Maybe I just start and see what happens.
Welcome to the company, Mog. I am delighted to have you with us. We'll need your fabled management
The game's like
techniques. We're putting you in
80% off right
charge
now,
of
so it's
a
like
team in the
$4
old empire.
as of
Region overrun by
October
humans.
3rd,
It's up to you
2024.
to gather the monsters in the area and teach them how to defend themselves.
I spent 20
Turn
bucks
them into
on
great employees,
all
ready
of
to
the
make their
extra stuff
lives
that came with it just
multiple
because it was
times for the
all
company.
80% off, as far as I could see. Adventures. I guess I'm just clicking this. Why are you naked? He doesn't do well with fire, he's got no armor. We'll try this. Why don't I do that instead? Spell room. We'll deal some damage to him. And then set up some more monsters. We'll do 110, 120, so there, there, there.
Prepare to die!
Poison. We're gonna burn down the guy in the front because he's obviously tank type deal. And we'll do an area of effect to hit them all with poison to start chunking their health down a bit. Some kind of radiant damage. Elemental weakness, okay. So, that makes sense. Hit him with a second stack of poison. Try and get as many of these poison stacks in on him as I can. Okay, that's fine. Burning Whip to apply burn, show no mercy, or intimidation. Let's do Burning Whip. There we go. They might not even make it to the Dungeon Keeper. Slow them down to give me even more chances to wipe them out. Yeah, so far this has been a pretty interesting game. The idea of being the dungeon master instead of the... Which one do I want? Let's go for the cultist.
As you could probably guess, dying isn't the nicest experience. Fortunately, our Lich Doctor is here to resurrect your employees for free. However, being dragged back to the land of the living after a taste of eternal peace can be quite demotivating. If your employees die too often, they might suffer from burnout. Your employees' morale is therefore a matter to be taken
Interesting.
seriously. Give them a break from time to time by sending them to the garrison. The feasts organized after a victorious defense will make them want to get back into action.
I didn't think they'd take that into account. So it looks like these guys have dropped in motivation, especially Vertebrae. Employees defeated randomly lose 1 or 2 motivation. If an employee's motivation drops to 0, they will go and burn out for 10 weeks. Your employees get 3 motivation back when they stay in garrison during the defense of a dungeon. Okay, so for now, I think the best thing to do would be to put him into garrison, essentially replacing him with the guy that I just got. Spend some gold to train your active monsters. Deal with office troubles and the business work environment for better or worse. I think I'll go training my monsters. Who would be a good one? You're kind of important, so why don't we do training for, and then we'll also train you. Send 3 volunteers to plunder the place of your choice. Why don't we do that? Your volunteers have desecrated a crypt. The local skeletons frown disapprovingly. They even found an artifact. Nivrar is badly wounded and will need 10 weeks of medical care, so that takes my Yeti out. Damage dealt by monsters to heroes at their maximum life is increased by 100%. Okay, that is a good fucking relic that I just found. And I got a bit of gold back, so the only thing I can upgrade is a circular saw. More adventures. So, in this case, I think it'd be better to just leave them as is. I definitely want Furbog in the front. You there, and we'll do you there. That should be fine. Circular saw. And if I need to, I can rally here. And then Brago and Kedus. So there and there. And then Dungeon Keeper. Bird. Poison Dagger. Looks like a kinda... He's not even a tank, he's just a thug. We'll hit him with tiredness. That hurts. Definitely gonna need to, like, try and hire some new guys after this. Ah. That's fine. Things still seem to be going well. Nah, let's just end them. I was considering trying to demoralize, but it's like the purple bar is way higher for this. Yeah, I'd rather just end them. Which one of these would be most beneficial for me? Because I'm gonna need to put... You know, that might work. Or the knoll. No, because I can intentionally trigger. Yeah, so Thish and, well, Furbog is still okay for now, but Thish probably should be put away. We'll switch it out for Vertebrae. And when I get Nivra, or whatever it is, inadequate resources, buy a monster or a trap from this unscrupulous merchant. Maybe I can get some there. The only thing I can afford right now is the poisonous plant. That could be helpful. Yeah. I don't know what these resources are. An opportunity to send one of your I don't have enough coin for that right now, so Alchemist, transmute blood or tears into another resource. I've got lots of blood, so maybe I can get something out of that. Problem is I need blood and tears for money. There's
I almost forgot. The company owns several dungeons that need protecting. We only send teams when our specialists inform us that a group of adventurers are approaching. You will sometimes have the choice of several contracts. The more dangerous the heroes, the higher your bonus if you succeed. Thanks to the company's portal service, sending you to the other end of the world is a matter of moments.
Gee, thanks. Actually, that's what I should do. Archivist? Okay, here we go, that's why. What are these? Once all combatants have taken their action, adds a stack of to all penalties applied to them. Increasing bleeding damage dealt 2 heroes by 100%. Monsters permanently gain 5 power when they kill a hero. How do I equip that? No, this isn't what I'm looking for. Back, maybe? Okay, here we go. I guess I can't use those right now. They just happen to pop up occasionally. Frozen caves would give me a lot more rewards. I'll try it, but I don't know how well I'll end up doing. We could apply nature weakness. Circular saw, because I just upgraded that recently. Brago, Benzai, and then Ketis, and then Minotaur Man. Got a lot of resistance to ice, but the tiredness should help. Toxic volley to help burn them down. I don't think this is the best team composition for my guys. Well, at least I've taken a decent chunk out of this guy. Might just be enough to make sure he doesn't make it to the next fighting room. The other two seem a lot squishier. Yeah, I don't think they're making it to the end. Let's get that guy out of here. Nope. I don't think he's got another shield on him. That's fine. And demoralized. There he goes. I think I'll go Skeleton Executioner. Go ahead and put him off to the side. I think the others are mostly fine. Choose an employee to protect the sales department during a business trip. Something random, I guess. Sigaroom. One of your employees has accidentally discovered a long-lost secret tunnel that leads to a treasure room filled with gold and housing a rare and valuable artifact. You can keep everything for yourself, reward the employee with some gold, or gift them the artifact. What artifact is this? Philosopher's Stone can transmute 150% additional gold. Blood and tears can be transmuted equivalently. Here, I'll take that. You keep the money. That leaves me with more. Sell monsters that are no longer useful to you, unavailable or injured monsters are less valuable, or a random event. We'll do a random event. The R&D manager has developed a new trap and seems very proud of it. He wants to secretly sell it to you for a few gold coins. I'll buy that. I don't have the resources for that one though. Buy a monster from a trap or a trap from this unscrupulous dude. Ballista might be helpful. And we'll buy a skeleton bull. Normal difficulty, that shouldn't be too bad. Yeah, so far this game is relatively interesting. I can only hope you're built like a brick house. Your ice is not negative, neither is yours, so that doesn't help me any. I'll do the ballista. Nivrar is back, it looks like. But these guys are resistant to ice, so what they don't do well with is armor, apparently. So we'll do physical with Bruggo, fire, and Benzai. And then to add to it, we'll do that. This will probably just be a one-off type video, but I thought this game was kind of interesting to look at, and I wanted to record trying it out. And honestly, it has been kind of interesting so far. Armor shredding. Wonder if I can get him out that way. Somehow I think I need to be higher level to actually do that. really don't like that one in the back. Yeah, because he's weak to ice. First time they've gotten to me in a while. I definitely set this up poorly.
Welcome to my torture room.
Yeah, I don't think I'll take the risk of losing. I think I'm just gonna focus on ending them. Though I might be able to get one to leave. Yeah, there it goes. Siren's Harp. A Furnace. Or another War Horn. I'll go Furnace. Okay, so the only one that we need to take out of commission is Vertebrae. We'll put Vertebrae back and bring Thish back. I can't even use this right here without getting rid of something else. Why don't we do that? A merchant, a trainer. I kind of like the idea of using a trainer. Let's get Bruggo trained up. Secret ingredient. The brewer behind Strangle Stout, the world famous beer with a delicate aroma of stagnant slime, is looking for hero tiers to make a whole new blend. She'll pay you in as much beer as you can urinate. Will you make a contribution? I just don't have the resources for that, so no. Veterans. Actually, let me double check this. Everyone else seems to be fine. That's gonna be hard. But if I win, I get an artifact. If I do this, I get a master bonus. And this one's got more gold to it, so I think I'll do that route. Weak to ice. Strong to ice. Start burning down the first guy. Actually. Instead, why don't I use a rallying horn? That'll make my monsters take a bigger chunk out of these guys. Fluorent in the front. Thish in the middle. Trimestras, blah blah, in the back. By that point, it'll probably be so Bruggo, Ketis, Benzai. Another trap, Ballista to rip their armor off if there's anyone left before they get to me. demoralized, and these guys come in enraged. Switch the loadout around a bit. He's weak to ice. That one in the middle needs to die. He's still poisoned. Not poisoned anymore. Yeah, I'm aware of that. Go away. If I can take one of them out before they get to me, I think that'll be a decent win. Because they're doing a lot of damage right now. Haven't even touched the middle. Three stacks of armor sunder. Makes me move slower. Well, that worked out at least. Feel like... which one do I use the most? Just improve his resistances in general, that would probably be helpful. Eh. I like the bleed though. These guys are mostly okay. Random event, it's the only thing that works. An archaeologist is ringing your doorbell to claim an artifact, blaming you for looting it. He even dares to demand you donate it to a museum. All of these options seem good. Quarter. Alchemist will transmute. Transmute. Get more gold. One thing I can't do is work out. A random event. Professional mourner. A banshee has offered her crying services for a very reasonable price. You could get a smaller quantity of tears for free if you show her one of your employees to get her all emotional. I'll take the 20. That's actually better than what I could get. Understaffing. The R&D manager needs a guinea pig to test a new trap. He's asking you to provide him one of your employees in exchange for some gold. Well, Benzai's not super helpful, so why not? Why don't we add you back in, because that'll help there. And Vertebrae, you can get in there. Ketis. That should be fine as is. We'll go for the standard stock, because that'll give me an extra monster.
Get some.
Armor Sunder. Poison Dagger. He one-shot my goblin. Interesting. He is level 3. These guys are all kind of high-leveled. Because that guy needs to go. Probably gonna get one shot again because that guy's ridiculously high damage for some reason. No? Close to it though. That'll deal with him. I think his turn was coming up next. Damn. Goblin Drummer applies. That's actually pretty good. Haste might be good too. Yeah, I think I'll go Enraged. Why don't we put Thrish back? Swap him out with Ketis. Yetigo. Modified Fan. Here, we can actually grab the Harpy as well. I do Boar Man. Let's see about upgrading this. Double damage. I actually kind of like the bleeding. Don't really need to upgrade that. A headhunter is here to show you a promising monster you spotted on the market. Do you want to recruit it? Skeleton Lord? Why not? Event. You placed a bet on a boar racing game during lunch break. The one you chose finished first and you won the jackpot. You could also use your winnings to throw a party for your employees. I'll keep the fucking 300 because that's helpful. That's a problem. So it offers the highest reward for money. Why don't we go this one though, because it gives the chance for a new monster. All of them level 3. Armor, armor, armor. So I think their weak spot here would be hitting them with armor. Like reducing their armor to try and... Oh hey, you're a rare. Low armor rating, low nature rating, but everything else is decent. You can hit the front and the back. Attacks ricochet to other heroes. If you put him for the front, and if you put him in the back, he transforms a random skeleton when these... Okay, so that would give me an extra shot for him. Let's try that. And then, because I'm probably going to have to deal with them myself... do the level 3 circular saw. Oh, another one of those bastards. Fireball. At least there's no tankier ones, it looks like. I'd rather just sunder the armor. Didn't even get a chance to use the goblin. Let's do air damage. Or, you know. Random skeleton. Hit him with tiredness, I guess. That at least deals with the front runner. He's got one of them protection things, so why don't I AoE? That way it still hits someone. At least get him some damage in. Looks like I'm gonna have to deal with them with my keeper again.
Congrats! You've come right on time to your funeral!
So if they're already bleeding, I heal for a portion of the damage that I deal.
I love the sweet sound of my whip! Ow!
That sounded like the medieval version of Chains and Whips Excite Me. Honestly, this seems like a pretty decent game to just kind of relax to, you know? Which sounds worse than it is. I want to deal bleeding to him, but I don't think that'll work. Ice skeleton, skeleton marionette, or skeleton dog. I'm going with Brittany. Apparently that's her name. Stick out your tongue and say ah, or a trainer. I definitely need to upgrade my guys. That's what I need. I'd like to upgrade him as much as I can. Sanctuary. A ceremony as gloomy as it should, just to make the adventurer's life worse. Business trip. Management would like you to send one of your employees with the sales department to be their bodyguard. You will be compensated, of course. I can do without fish for 5 weeks. While we're at it, why don't we get some more money? Normal adventures. Let me see how we're doing on morale. Decent at the moment. Maybe I'll trade you out for Brittany. This would give me a master bonus. I think I want that one. Let's see what you can do. We'll go there. Meat tanks in front. Circular saw. ballista.
Fresh meat!
Already almost destroyed my fucking front guy. Vulnerable. Damn, that fucking did a ton of damage. Oh, Brittany works as a pretty damn good heavy hitter for taking out back row targets. That seems to be her whole concept. That'll speed up this guy, who definitely needs it. Honestly, we could buff that again. Brugo looks like he might need some time out. And Furbog. And Boarman. What about a random event? The cleaning goblin comes to see you weeping. Zlubi, his pet stick insect, died in a mopping accident. Will you take Zlubi to the resurrection room to harvest the goblin's joyful tears, sell the corpse to a gourmet chef, or organize a funeral? If I organize a funeral, that'd be 40 tears. We'll do that. Plunder or a business trip. Why don't we plunder? Set a monster free. 35% chance. That's the only option, really. Your volunteers have snuck into a prison and left a trail of blood on their way out. They even found a monster in a cage and set him free. They've emerged unscathed. Another skeleton warrior. That'll work. Therapist. Black market. And random. I'll go that route. A strange gentleman in the guise of a toy manufacturer knocks on your door and offers to sell you a range of amusing items. He requests nothing in exchange other than the materials to make them. A strange and troubling force physically prevents you from declining. Minus 120 life if you choose to pay in life points. I would prefer to not have to do that. Spend blood to get attacks targeting only the hero at the front. Deal 30% of the final damage to the hero positioned behind the target. You can only place one regular trap but gain 2 multi-action at the start of a dungeon. Or Demoralize deals 200% physical damage instead of morale. I'll pay life. That seems like a good artifact. Event. Once upon a time, a wandering troubadour offers to sing for your employees in exchange for a modest sum. With the right employee, you could convince her to sing for free. I don't have that, but I don't need the extra coin because it looks like I'm going up against maximum difficulty, and one of them's a rare hero. If I win this, then I'll get something special, I guess. Champion Innkeeper, Sam. He removes the penalty with the least stacks at the end of the turn and regenerates 5% of his maximum health per stack removed. 62 fire damage with a single hit per penalty applied to him. So I'm thinking if I hit him with a circular saw right off the bat, he'll just heal the damage out. Instead, it might be a better idea to use a rallying horn. He's immune to poison, so that's a thing. Why don't we use Brittany in the middle with Florent in the front and Ketis in the back. That way we can possibly just burn out the middle or the back guy immediately. That being said, what else can I plant here? Because I don't want him healing. I guess I'll just use that. Maybe the damage will be fine. See if that works. These guys are level 4. Baton throw. The innkeeper's gonna be a problem. Especially since he just keeps healing. Increase the speed. I'll just keep hitting him with random debuffs and see what I can't get done. He's gonna do more damage for each debuff on him though, so I don't know how that'll work. I'll try to burn down the guy in the back so he's easier to kill later. Honestly, a skeleton Magus was probably the best option I could have gotten here, just because he's doing fire damage. Gave me a couple extra hits. There's no way I can just scare him off, right? I'm just gonna keep trying to hammer him down, I guess. So he drinks things to give himself debuffs. And then heals off of it. That's kind of bullshit.
Not to worry. The Lich Doctor will bring you back to life. Losing a treasure here and there is allowed for in the annual budget.
Yeah, that's still frustrating because I felt like I was set up for failure there. Hi, Buddha Butt. Well, level 3. I assume that was part of the reason why I didn't do well. Yeah, so that's been... What the hell was this game again? I looked it up. Legend of Keepers. There's a proper title for it. Let me pull that up. It was... Legend of Keepers, Career of a Dungeon Manager. I found it because I was looking at random manga and I thought that one was an interesting concept. Because I looked up, because I knew there were games where you could like manage your own dungeon, and this was the one that I found. Alright, appreciate you watching. You have a good day.